Hello and welcome. Sorry, it's been some weeks. Oh, let me mute. Fuck. I'm sorry, if you're hearing this for the first time, just, I don't stop these fucking things for nothing.
Sometimes it's instantaneously.
Sometimes it's just, I don't stop them even if I fuck up. Even if somebody else fucks up or whatever. I mean, depending on the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on how bad the fuck up is. But anyway, my name is Holly D. Welcome to Holly D Live Podcast. This is going to go on Raw and Uncut, Holly D and Company. Right now, we're just going to have a conversational piece about the levels of addiction. How does it get started? How does it end up? What do you go through? When do you reach level 2? And I'm here with Tyler Durden. He's a good friend of mine, and we're going to shoot the shit on the levels of addiction to hopefully give you some insight to, if you can't handle it, if you can't roll with the big dogs, stay the fuck on the porch.
That's right.
So if you can't handle your whatever, just don't go down that road. What are your thoughts, Tyler?
I mean, addiction, it starts out fun, you know what I'm saying? It's like something to do for fun. You do it here and there, and then it turns into like an everyday thing. Then it turns into where you have to have it.
Right.
And you're spending majority of your paycheck, barely paying your bills and barely getting by just to be able to fucking support your drug habit to go to work every day. I was addicted to fentanyl, heroin for about 3 years. I finally got off of it. I relapsed maybe like 2 or 3 times in a year, which I don't think is bad, but it's...
I don't think that's bad, man. I don't think, I mean, I don't know. Well, keep going. I'll remember that. I have thoughts on relapsing, but I'll do that later.
Well, it's just like an itch you gotta scratch sometimes, and then if it's around, that's the worst part. If it's around,
Yeah. They say people, places, and things, man. That's what gets you back in it, and that's what gets you out of it.
Yeah, you're hanging with them old friends again and go right back down that same road. That's the way, a lot of people turn back around. They go back to what they know, hanging out with them friends.
Yep.
And I've struggled with it for about 3 years. Like I said, it started out with pain pills, I was working to pretty much buy pain pills for the weekend, and then through the work week, I'd end up having to get fronts from everybody,
And just so you know, if you don't know, there's all sorts of people who listen to this, so a front is pay me back later, but give it to me now.
Right.
But I will get you back later.
Yeah, that's another thing. You got to build a relationship with that person, you know what I'm saying? You got to spend money with them, and you build a trust there, and you think that's your friend, you know what I mean? It's like, this is my friend.
That's not always the case. Right. Sometimes when you go down that road and you're in that situation, drug dealers are just drug dealers. They're not your friends.
Yeah,
you're a customer, and they have the product, and that's all it is to them. Yep. That's all it is to you, and that's fine. Right. But just as long as nobody gets it twisted, I guess it'll be okay,
Yeah, that's another subject, that drug dealer, he don't care what money he's taking from whoever,
Yeah, there's another thing. Where's the line going to be drawn if you are a drug dealer? I've been one way, way, way far away in my past, and it was bad. I can't put any details in, but I'm telling you, it scarred me for life, and I never fucking sold again. So that was years upon years ago. But yeah, do you sell to a pregnant woman? Do you sell to somebody who is really having a hard time? Do you sell
16, 17-year-old?
Do you sell somebody who just started? Do you sell to somebody who's doing it for the first time to get them on it? I can't stand that shit.
Yeah, that right there.
That right there, boy. Yeah. You get somebody in their early 20s, or God forbid if they're fucking teenagers. I hate that.
Yeah, here, try this.
And say, I got some other shit. No, because you wanted fucking 40 more bucks.
Yeah, you wanted to.
And you could have ruined that dude's life. He could have been playing soccer and shit, and then you could have ruined his motherfucking scholarship because you put it in his motherfucking head that it's okay to do that.
Right.
You put it, he don't even know nothing about it.
And that's years and years off your life. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah,
going backwards in progress.
It's like, Dr. Dre said, man, in Chronic 2001, it takes half the time just to get your whole life reversed.
Yep.
Like, it takes twice as much time to build your life back from drugs and alcohol and addiction. And trust me when I believe, you're gonna get popped. You'll get caught if you stay in it long enough. You'll go to jail for a little bit. If you think you're too naive or ignorant that you won't get caught, you are so fucking stupid. Yeah. I'm just telling you that right now. Well, I don't buy. I bought, and guess what? I got caught.
Right. You get high and you think you're invincible.
I don't know, man. I'm just being real because most people who are close to me know that drugs were part of my life. That I struggle with them to this day.
Yeah, I think I've struggled with drugs my whole life since
I have too, man.
16. I mean,
I was
from cigarettes to weed to pain pills to drinking.
Mine was speed, man. Mine was cigarettes to cocaine. Then I did alcohol. Then I did cocaine to come up from the alcohol. And then I got introduced to pills, so I did pills for a little while. And then, I did meth and and it's whatever.
A progression too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, meth and heroin really are like, you graduated. I mean, you don't want to get there. You don't want to get to that point.
Just try. That's something
that is, but somebody doesn't have this and doesn't have this after time and time again, and then finally it comes up out of nowhere on your fucking picnic table is what it came out to me.
Right.
I was like, well, what is it? They said crystal meth. And that was it. That's all she wrote.
Okay.
Fuck. Yeah, but anyway, just don't start it. If you're curious about it, talk to somebody who's in. Watch Beyond Scared Straight. Watch Scared Straight and see if it might not even scare you, but it'll give you serious insight into what you're gonna go through if you choose to be in that game.
Right. And like heroin and fentanyl. 5 days. If you do it for 5 days straight, it's
over.
Yeah, you're dependent on it. You have to have it every day. If not, you're going to be sick. You're not going to be able to do nothing, and you're going to be sick for a while.
And that sickness, from what I hear, because I've only done that drug once, and I hated it. And I think that drug is evil. I don't judge anybody who's on it or has been on it. Who's on it present, I don't care, man. I feel for them because it's hard. But they get dope sick. They do it because they don't want to get dope sick. And the dope sickness, I've seen people on it, man, and it's horrible.
The drive, man. You got such a drive.
Your mouth is dry. You're fucking exhausted. You're sick. You're nauseous. Your whole body is shutting the fuck down, dude.
And that's all you think about. It's all your thought process is. Even after you buy, so you can buy $300 worth, and you're still thinking, how am I going to get my next fix on it? It's like it doesn't matter how much you got. It's just always there. That's the worst thing because that's the constant in your head. Right, and that's all day, every day. Time you wake up, time you go to sleep. That's all you think about. And but just like we said, we're talking about the levels. I think we should tell them specifically. It doesn't start like that. Like Tyler is saying. Right.
It starts with a little bit of pot. And don't trust and believe. It starts with a little bit of fucking pot because it's all about a fucking head change, man.
And
alcohol. And even though alcohol is legal, I can't stand it because it gives people cirrhosis. My grandfather, my grandmother, they died from cirrhosis of the liver. I've already been an alcoholic. I fucking overcame it. I don't even fucking think about it anymore.
My mom's a full-blown alcoholic. My dad's a full-blown alcoholic. And I don't drink. I mean,
but that makes you a strong person because it's genetic. It's in your family.
Right. Yeah. I mean.
But yeah, trust me, it starts out with alcohol because you're going to want something to take you up, then down.
You get drunk,
then up,
you're too fucked
then down.
Up. Yeah, you do a little bit of speed, you come back to life at the bar, Yeah. You're ready to go.
You do a little bit, you're ready to go. And alcohol's a downer, guys. You don't do, unless you do Jaeger bombs. I love Jaeger bombs. But, yeah, if I do drink, I drink like once a year on a holiday or something, and it's a Jaeger bomb, and that's got Red Bull in it. But that's the only thing. If it has like Red Bull or something like that, but most of the time, dude, beer, that's a downer. Most Scott shots, all those shots, man, they'll take you down, boy.
Gateway, yeah.
But exactly, it's a gateway. So that's level 1. So level 2 is,
oh, I got a Xanax. It makes you even more drunker. Yeah,
right.
More drunker.
Level 2 is, I'm getting older, and I got to go to work. I work full time, right? So you work full time, and you're getting drunk every day. Okay, you need something to keep you up at work.
Yeah.
You need something to take away the pain, so you start with pills. That's level 2, I think.
Right.
Do you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, that's like progression, you know what I'm saying? It starts out, like I said, having a good time every other day or once a week.
And the weekend warrior shit, where weekend warriors are just, they do it all weekend, but they go to work Monday through Friday, but they party all weekend long.
Right.
That can build.
Yeah, it's levels, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it starts with, them 3 days that you party from Friday to Sunday, until Monday you go to work. You're doing whatever you're doing, and you go to work the rest of the week, but then that shit starts spilling into your work week, which are, the drug of choice that you like, and everybody has their own, different opinions on them, you know what I mean? Like, uppers, downers, some people like uppers, some people like downers,
Yeah.
And it's weird, like, all the downer people hang out with downer people,
all the speed people hang out with speed people. And that's because they're in a different state of mind.
Okay.
When you're on speed, per se, you are going to the casino. Yeah, you are cleaning your motherfucking house. You are taking care of shit.
Right.
But trust and believe. People know when you're on it. Because number one, even if you don't start picking, let's say that it's methamphetamine what I'm talking about. If you don't start picking, people are going to notice. You crash out. Eventually, you're going to crash. And you can't get up for days, guys. You can't.
Yeah.
You just can't.
You stay up.
Yeah, I used to stay up for days and days on end, and when I crashed, I pee my pants in bed, dude, because I couldn't even get up to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, sleep right through.
You sleep right through pissing, like right through pissing. Mm-hmm. And with the other downer, because you've had experience with that, how's that like?
What other downer? You talking about
heroin? When you're on, yeah.
Yeah, like the progression of that. Like I said, 5 days is all it takes to be addicted to it, and you have to have it every day. I'm not saying you're going to be super sick after doing it for 5 days straight, but you're definitely going to feel like shit for about a week. But once you do it for, 6 months or something, and you try to come off of that, or you don't have it, it's like death. I mean, you can't move, you can't do nothing, you're sick to your stomach, you're just diarrhea nonstop, can't control it, you can't sleep, body spasms are the worst, your legs and arms, they feel like they're being ripped out of socket, and it's a lot of pressure, and when you're in that state, all you're thinking about is, I want to feel better, you know what I mean? It's like, I want to feel better, how am I going to, get better, and you always turn back to getting high, you know what I mean? About 3 days in is when most people break on that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the breaking point, because that's when it's full-fledged kicked in,
Yeah, that's when you feel that high, dude, like full-fledged high. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, I wanted to, it was Tyler's idea to do this episode of addiction, because I think it's necessary for people younger or older, or people who don't know much about those hardcore drugs and how they affect you. If you know someone that's suffering from it, that's what this podcast is for.
Right.
That's who this podcast is for. If you'll tell them, have them listen to this motherfucking thing, because I'm telling you, dude, it'll start with that, and then you won't be able to have a job. You won't be able to keep a job, and you know what? Right. You'll lose your car. You'll lose your fucking house. You'll get kicked out everywhere. And then you'll be living in your car, even if you're lucky enough to have your car. And guess what? You'll still be dealing with that. You'll still be doing drugs, because you can't deal with the fact that you're on the street. So
dependent on it. You have to.
So here comes the cop one night, fucking checking you out, and he asks you to search your car, and you get popped for possession. And just so you know, if you're a driver, even if you don't do it, and there's stuff in your car, the driver automatically gets charged with it. So just be careful about that, because you just don't have anything in your car. Don't roll around with it. Don't go in a school zone. I figured that out too. That's a horrible thing. Even at night, they can get you. Even when kids, school's not even in session. What else is another pointer? We're at 14 minutes and 52 seconds, so.
I was going to say, just about, introducing the drug to people. That's one thing I think people should really look at and realize of what they're going to do to this person's life. You know what I mean?
Right. The impact that they've had upon your life. It's like, we were talking a little bit about when you die. What are people going to remember? If she turned me on to this, and that, like, right. Oh my God, dude! I've had people they know, but guess what? I keep it away from them right. If I have to. If and when I do it, I stay away from those fucking people, and I love them. But guess what? I'm keeping the peace. Right. Because I'm not throwing that in their face. I'm not having them try it. And a couple of people said, "Do you want to try?" I was like, "No, you're not. Right. No, you're not. Mm-hmm. You're not going to love it. You're not going to like it. You're not going to fucking do. You're not going to suffer the way I do." Yeah. Because it's struggle. Every day you want it. Every day you have to choose not to, or choose to try to get it, or choose not to again.
Get that curiosity out of your head.
Yeah. Because you don't want to know the answer. And if you want to be so ignorant to think that you're the only one that it doesn't happen to. But yeah, it's going to happen. Right. But yeah, back to scenario. You're at level 2. You're in your car, or level 3 or whatever, and a cop comes up to you, get popped with possession. Well, guess what? If it's your first time, well, they let you up with no jail time, but you're on probation. And guess what? You piss dirty more than once in some cities or states, you're going to jail. So then you got jail time on your fucking record. Yeah, and then guess what? Once you get a felony, it's over. Yeah. Once you get a felony, you can't get a place to live, hardly. You can't get nothing. I'm telling you. It is easy to go down it.
Give you a job.
You can't get a job, a place, and nothing because they fucking, you got a felony for possession, you're a drug user, you're an addict, blah, blah, blah. They fucking judge. And they have the right to, I guess, because they don't want to deal with somebody who's, somebody that has a theft charge. And there's another thing that comes with it, guys. People boost, okay, from stores to get money. That is their job. I know people that boost. They steal from stores to get money.
Every day.
Okay? Every fucking day. They'll steal underwear and socks and everything and sell them outside the fucking thing.
They used to bring me T-bone steaks.
Yeah, I know that guy with steaks, man. Yeah. And he got arrested. Oh, sorry. Well, fuck. Me and my ex-girlfriend, we're enemies now. So I was like, she got arrested. But this guy was selling steaks right outside this bar that we go to. And he was like, 2 bones.
Open the trunk.
2 bones.
Half price.
I mean,
and he'd have a trunk full though, dude.
The whole thing is full of steaks, dude. Like, it's crazy, the hustle. Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. Right. People don't just start that way on the second day. It's like you said, it's a progression. But it will. Trust me, you will get there. And you don't want to hustle every day. It is fucking tiring. Yeah. You don't want that to be your job because that's what they started out going to college and all sorts of shit. I know somebody, crackhead fucking Karen back in the day, that she was a lawyer, dude, for 30 years. She had hella money. She took care of her kids. She raised them. She had a fucking 4-bedroom house, almost a fucking mansion, pool, hot tub, 2 hot tubs, everything. And her husband died and she was fucking beside herself and all her kids were gone and she was all by herself. No dogs, no cats, no nothing. They took all the pets, so she didn't want to get another one, and she started smoking crack. Yeah. So there you go. See, there you go. It can happen to fucking anybody. Right. Don't think that you're so fucking, you're on your little pedestal thinking that fucking, I swear to God.
At the bar, somebody offers you a line of cocaine, to keep you awake, keep you going, keep you partying, and then
that's all it takes, because it's super temptation. Yeah. And then you'll want to do that again, trust me, like, ooh, I love that combination.
Yeah, drinking, and then come back alive, being a bit more and party hard. Yeah. And it's, I'm not saying do it, but it's kind of a benefit if you do speed while you're drinking because it wakes you back up and you're more coherent when you drive, when you're driving home. Yeah. That's a only plus about it, really.
Yeah. Whoever's listening to this too, don't drink and drive. I'm not going to go into that. I drove drunk. I blacked out. I hit cars. I had dents in my fucking car the next day. Remember that? I was like, how the fuck did this dent get here? I was like, oh my God, dude. I mean, yeah, there's funny stories, dude. Funny shit happens when you're in that life, but it's really not like worth it. Now, I had a clean record. My clean record is tarnished. I got a fucking, I'm not going to tell you what I got. I did 115 days this fucking year. I'm tired. Okay, I'm sick of getting in trouble, so I'm just staying at my house.
Learn your lesson, yeah.
I learned my fucking lesson. I don't want to go back to jail.
All right.
Just...
It wasn't even your fault, though. That's another thing.
Yo, that's another thing. We could go on and on about fucking snitches. Let's talk about that.
Your friend's on drugs with you. You're doing the same drug. I mean, you're gonna pinch his, steal his, or make money off of his, or whatever. You know, you do whatever you have to. You steal off of them. You take their tablets.
Let's look up. I'm looking it up because I always do this on Google. I always do this with you guys. I'm sorry. Snitch definition.
Yeah.
Okay. Definition. What is the definition in the dictionary? What dictionary it is? It's from Oxford Languages. To inform on someone. Yeah. An informer. What does being a snitch mean? A person who tells someone in authority about something wrong that someone has done. Someone who snitches. See the full definition in the English. Yes, we are. We're going.
All right.
I don't give a fuck. I want to get down the nitty gritty.
Full terminology.
Definition of snitch, entry 3.3. To take by stealth. So yeah, they steal someone's innocence, man. They steal someone's good record.
They're sneaking, plotting, and scheming on you. You think it's your friend, but they're really not. They're looking out for themselves. If they get caught up and in trouble, they're gonna snitch on you to reduce their time.
Wow. Betrayer.
Yeah.
Canary, this is slang. Deep throat, this is all synonyms for a snitch. Deep throat, fink, informant, informer, narc, rat fink, snitcher, squealer, stool pigeon, fucking, stool pigeon, I know. Stool pigeon, examples of snitch, no, we know about that. First known use of snitch in 1785.
Damn.
And the meaning defined above.
Snitching way back in the day.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. I wonder who said it first.
Yeah. Who come up with that? You know what I mean? That's my word, snitching.
Snitcher. But before that, it was, what was it? Narc, rat.
1700 something. That goes pretty fucking far back.
Synonyms. Squealer, stool pigeon, stoolie, tailbearer, tattler, tattletale. Telltale, whistleblower. Blow the whistle on your fucking life.
Right. Thinking that about you, tattletale.
Anyway, that's the definition of one.
Yeah.
And
off topic, but
it is a bit off topic, but it's part of that life, just so you know. If you become one, you're working for the government, you're working for the cops to get out of a sentence.
Yeah.
And trust and believe, if you said you would never do that and you would never betray your motherfuckers, if you were going to jail and you risk losing your kid,
doing 2 to 5.
So just don't go there. No. Just don't get in the game, period. Because when it comes to people and their kids, they'll snitch.
Right. You're doing big things.
If you're doing big things and you can't have them both. You can't have your cake and eat it too, dude.
Right.
You could lose your family if you get too deep in that game. You lose your family instantly.
Because they snatch you up right then and there when they arrest you. You don't get back
They'll
out.
get you. And I know people who fucking still have their houses, but also raids are a part of it. I got my fucking disc herniated by a fucking cop in Westchester because he said, I said get down on the ground. That's a part of it. Don't think it's not, because I was just taking this guy to the casino. And I didn't know him that well either. And then they were in the house, they were everywhere, fucking they almost shot him. It was nuts.
That's another thing. You meet a bunch of random people along that route.
Like, if you go with that life, like, you can be happy, but you can't run along the sidelines and not play the game eventually.
Right.
You're gonna get thrown in that fucking game. They're gonna put you in.
Yeah, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no drugs and then you run into somebody new and they got some drugs, then you know they look out for you. You give them a ride, but you don't know what they got.
Yeah, That's when you're in, it's called active addiction, if that the NA term or whatever.
Right.
If you're active addiction and you're not clean, then when you're in active addiction, it's whatever it takes.
For sure.
You know?
You'll steal from your own fucking mom, you know? It's crazy.
Some people will steal from their cousins and their mother and their it's horrible. I've never done that. I've never done that for drugs, kids, nothing. And I'm proud that I haven't done that. No matter how bad it got, I was like, I got morals, man. I did not, and I wasn't above it. It wasn't like I'm a pedestal. It was like, that is wrong.
For sure.
And when I got to that thinking, I fucking stopped myself and said, no fucking way. I'm getting too deep in this shit. I stopped. And but some people can't stop.
All right, when, you know, is it too late? You know, some people it's too late. Like, there's a lot of people who walk around here that's done meth for a long time, and they are not
they're gone, man.
Permanently.
They are.
They don't even have to do it no more.
What are they talking? It's they're not twacked out, but they are
psychosis type.
No, it's not psychosis. They're burnout. They're burnout. A burnout is someone who can't think. They don't really talk anymore because their brain is so fried. They're fried.
Right. It's like a repeat.
It literally blows up your brain. That's what drugs will do to you, man. Yeah. Drugs will fuck you up. So just don't do drugs. If you are curious about doing drugs, if you just drink, stick to drinking.
Right. You don't
and try to stop drinking because it really sucks if you fucking get a DUI and stuff. You could hurt somebody. But anyway, just don't go that deep.
And slow down on the drink. You know, you don't have to sit there
and drink at home and don't pound beers at don't pound beers at the bar. You know, what else? If you're doing pills or whatever, do it in a safe setting. If you don't have a home, don't do it in your car. Because some neighbors talk. Right. Okay? They gossip.
You can't park anywhere anymore.
I mean, I used to honestly, like, years ago, I used to park outside my dad's, but I knew every neighbor, and they knew I was smoking cigarettes first anyway. Right. So I had that cover. And I did my drug of choice. But I was lucky on that front.
Yeah, the cop could still roll down the street.
Because a cop did roll down the street, and I almost got caught.
Right.
And had I gotten caught, I would have gone to jail then.
Hitting the bubble, right?
Hitting the bubble right there. Fuck.
Look over at you, hitting it.
And if you don't, and if you're curious about methamphetamine, just don't even go there.
Yeah.
Because once you get on that bubble, it's over.
See,
it's fucking over.
Yeah, about meth too. It's different.
Meth is crazy and it's enticing because because of all the things that you can do with it. Meth is one of the only flexible drugs that you can snort, shoot, fucking eat, fucking boof. Boof is in your butt. Hot rail it. You can do anything with it.
And it's a different high. It's all a different high when you do it.
Yeah, because you get different, there's different sorts of meth that you come across. Some of them, we were talking about that before, but some of it before this podcast. Some make you trip. Some will make you fucking zing zing. Some will make you just sit there and stare at a movie. Some will make you say, let's listen to music and rock out. Some will keep you focused and, to do your homework or something sometimes, but just trust and believe that it's not the same every time, and it's a risk that you take. Right. Don't take a risk if you got shit to lose.
Yep, that's for sure.
And if you do have shit to lose and you still do it, I understand because I slipped too. But man, I'm telling you.
You got a family and you're on the right path. Don't let anybody introduce them. If
somebody died, if this is what it's about, I think too. A big part of it. Something happens in your life that's life-changing. It's earth-shattering, right? Your mom dies. That's what happened to me. My mother died and I broke up with the fucking love of my life, fucking Nan or whatever. I broke up with Nani, so I lost Nani. It's like I mourned her on the death of our relationship, and then I'm mourning my mother, and I wasn't ready to face it. Just face it. Go to therapy. Do what you have to do, because drugs are distractions, and drugs will not get you through anything.
No, it just
they're gonna prolong it.
It puts it on pause.
It puts your life, your feelings and everything on hold.
Yeah, for sure. About everything and everybody, you don't even really think a process of how that person is or how they're doing or their well-being. It's not, that don't even cross your mind.
Yeah. But I hope this podcast was really helpful. Thanks so much for listening. Tyler, do you have anything else to say?
Just like I said, don't let people distract you and get introduced to, new drugs, because it always ends up bad. You might think you can handle it, but it's...
You can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. But anyway, just don't. Curiosity killed the cat, and that is so true.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Yeah,
people. Because you were getting to it. Some people in this game, they don't want to be here. They could have done, could have, should have, would have. And we sit there, think about going to school and think about this. But the fucking, we can still do it, but the loops you gotta go through loophole once you're in the game that deep.
Yeah, and you gotta control the drug. Don't let the drug control you once you are in that game, you know what I mean? Don't fucking...
Because once you let the drug control you, dude, you're going everywhere. It's like, it's like your best friend in high school taking your hand and dragging you off to fucking the cafeteria. You don't got no choice in the matter. You're just being literally drugged by your hand, by the drug.
And that's how it always is. Once your hand is being drugged by somebody or drugged by the drug, it doesn't stop. That feeling stays there. It kind of numbs the pain, but it doesn't go away. You still eventually got to work through that after you try to get clean or go to jail, what happens most of the time. And that's the big thing about heroin and fentanyl. People go to jail and they get clean for, they do 30 days and get out.
And they get out and they're they're free, and they realize they're free, and they realize they can actually do stuff. So they go back, man.
They end up doing what they were doing before they went to jail, when they were a fucking hardcore addict. And that's how you OD. That's how most people OD.
Yeah. Because they think they can handle what they did before they went to jail, and they can't because they're clean now and their tolerance went down.
Yeah, and it drops quick. 30 days is a big, with the heroin and fentanyl, it's a big drop, you know what I'm saying? On the levels.
Well, we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for being a part of this. Show this to younger people, or, send this to somebody who we care. You know what I'm saying? I care about people. Tyler cares about people. We care about motherfuckers that don't want to get in this game. And we're trying to tell you, yes, you'll like it. You'll like it. That's all I have to say. You'll fucking like it. But it's not, your life will be burned to ashes. So you want to like it? Go ahead, like it. But you're going to pay the price.
Not in your best interest. That's for sure.
And we love you. Love each other. Fuck each other, depending on your age. Love each other. Take care of yourselves and each other. I love you guys. Thanks so much for your support. Me and Tyler Durden, we are out.
Peace.
Peace.